happy Thursday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change experts, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and you got it, to get your dreams out of your head into your life. Wow. When you think about all that is going on, and you see what the title of this live feed is. We are accepting the things that we don't want. And my question is, why? Why are we accepting the things that we do not desire? We are accepting the things that we do not desire. And the question is, why? 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 Good morning, Miss Rose. Thank you so much for joining. Why have we put in our minds that we can't do no better? We cannot have any better. We cannot be any better. Why have we put in this mind allowing the enemy to deceive God's people? We believe that that there is no hope for us, and that if we're not following the in crowd, and if we are not part of cliques and groups, that that there is no hope for us. But that is a lie. Who can be against you when you have the Lord on your side? Who can be, great? The word tells us that greater is He. Good morning, Dee. Thank you so much for joining. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. People gonna judge you. They gonna look at you crazy. They gonna think you crazy. People gonna act funny with you. People gonna have opinions about you. But you know what? Their opinions never matter. They never matter. We like them. We want them sometimes, but people's opinion never matter, because it is God that have the final say. And we are settling for a life that God didn't design. I'm going to say that again. We have settled for a life that God did not design. It's because of the things we see and we've heard. It's because of the things that we have allowed to occupy our mind space and occupy our thought space, because somebody else done told us that it's not possible. Somebody said, that's not going to work. You're not going to be able to impact them people. You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to have that. Good morning, David. Thank you so much for joining. We have allowed somebody to get in our headspace to tell us that what we desire is not possible. Why? Why do we settle for what we don't want versus even trying to go after what we do? Good morning, Toya. Thank you so much for joining. And it is so sickening and heartbreaking to see our young people making decisions that are impacting their lives in a negative way, because they feel like they have to do what everybody else is doing. And in their minds, the enemy has gotten in their minds to tell them that if they don't do this, that, and the third, and if they don't do this, and if they don't do that, that they're missing out on something. And it's not so, it's sad with our youth, but it's in the adults too. We feel like, all hope is gone. COVID has overtaken us. COVID haven't overtaken us. We have to live with precautions, but we still have so much work to be done. There are so many people that are impacted negatively by COVID-19. There are so many people that has been affected by this virus. So many people that has lost their lives and their loved ones. And we're sitting around thinking that there is nothing to be done. There is things to be done. And you may not do things the way this person do it or that person do it. We may not do things alike, but there are things to be done. And when we make up in our minds that I yet have a work to do and do it, what a change there will be. Good morning, Belinda. Thank you so much for joining. We have to make up in our mind that there is a thing that I am assigned to do, and I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. A lot of us has been discouraged about, by the things that we see. We have been discouraged by the things that we have heard. But I want to ask you, who are you talking to? There's a word that says that you are the I don't know how it paraphrases, but if it's 5 of you all, you are among that. You can be no more than that group. If you're not gonna be this super positive person that's hanging around 4 negative person. I mean, you look at you the average of the 5 people that you're hanging around. That's what it is. Because if it's 5 of you, it's like 20% per person. You're not gonna be this positive around negative people, and that's all you hear and see, and you're gonna remain positive because eventually some of what they have, 80% of what they have, is going to start seeping into you. It's going to start seeping into what you're thinking. It's going to start seeping into what you're doing. Have you ever tried to go somewhere with somebody? Oh, I don't feel like it. And they walking slow and they talking low and they dragging in their speech and they're dragging in their feet. Even if you had energy, it makes you tired. Come on now, somebody. And I know for slow talking, for people that talk really slow and you are the sum total of the 5 people you hang around. Yes. Because when you think about it, you all have about a 20% contribution. You're not going to be overflowing. Because see, even you can be this super energetic person, and I don't care how positive you are. When you walking, if you walking and you with 4 other people, and you walking and you ready and you're pulling all this weight and you got 4 of them, they sitting down and you trying to drag them. I don't care how positive you is. Eventually, you're going to get frustrated and figure, this is dead weight that I'm trying to carry. I'm pulling and y'all sitting down. I'm excited and you say, I'm studied putting in. That's why sometimes relationships don't work. Because see, it start off while you thinking you're going to be able to change them and you're going to be able to do this. But then it get to a point that, you're tired. Your body, you're physically tired. You're mentally tired. You're emotionally tired. And it's going to come a time when bills is time to get paid and you're going to get tired of carrying all the weight when we supposed to be doing this thing together. See, we would help anybody for a while, but over time you get sick of people. Gonna be honest, you get sick of people. You figuring, okay, well, why is it that I'm getting up early in the morning? I'm getting up at 4 o'clock and I'm staying up late and I'm working from the time I get up to the time I go down. And you sitting there playing video games? You sitting there watching TV? How long will that last? Even the love you had, it'll fade. That love would eventually fade. Because see, they ready to play while you still got work to do. They ready to play and you trying to figure out how the light bill gonna get paid. They ready to play and you trying to figure out how you gonna take care of this, that, and the third. See, that's why relationships don't last. They was on fire at first, but see, that's why it says with marriages, they'll break up over some money. Come on now, somebody. They will break up over some money. Relationships will break up over money. Why? Because even love, you have love for people, but when you get to a point that you're thinking, okay, I'm putting out love, but they ain't showing no love. Because see, people that love you is not going to let you do it all. People that love you is not going to put all that weight on you where you're trying. They got their hands in their pocket and you pulling and you pulling and you pulling. You're hilarious and making sense. Yes, I try to make it, where it won't be so hard on people, but it's the truth, because you in love, but you're trying to figure out how we going to keep these lights on to even be able to see each other. See, that gets a little hard sometimes. See, the first time, second time, third time, you may be able to handle it, but you're trying to figure out, you looking and figure, you sitting there playing video games, and I'm trying to see how I'm going to see you in the dark when we don't have no lights, when this air is not burning. And see, people think that you're so busy and you don't have time. I wouldn't have to be so busy if you got busy. Come on now, somebody. So you got to say, why are we settling for these things? It's because of what we've seen and what we have heard. And we are living so beneath our privileges. We are living so beneath our privileges. And I listen at some young people that I hear. I listen at how young people just settle. And see, young people should have some fire. You got all this energy in your body, but there are some of the laziest young people that you ever want to see. All they want to do is sit up in front of a TV watching Netflix or flicking on some doggone remote control, or, playing some game. There is no value in a lot of the things that they like to do that give them enjoyment. And they just sitting there glued into the TV, glued into the game. Instead of them being risk takers, instead of them using their youth to their advantage, because you're able to go and you're able to do, you're able to bounce around and be. But you got some old cats, baby, that's getting it. That are getting it. I mean, they get up with fire every morning. They get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. They reading books and they're getting around. They're moving and shaking and making some stuff happen. But we're living. Good morning, Nikita. Thank you so much for joining. We're living beneath our privilege. We think that if we can just pay our little rent, we good. If we can just pay our light bill, that's not living. We die in a slow death daily, every day, with no enjoyment in between it. It should not be where we're just, waking up trying to get the bills paid. I'm just trying to get my water bill paid. I'm just trying to get a little gas in the car. Where you going? What are you doing? Are you truly happy in the moves that you're making? Are you truly happy with the actions that you're taking? Or are you just doing enough to exist and survive? People can survive on life support, but they're not living. They laying on their back, surviving on life support. And the only breath that they have is the breath that is bad. That's not life. That is not life. And when I get to that point, please unplug me. Unplug me. Don't leave me there. Unplug me. Because, see, I have, a desire to do and to be and to have. And I don't have it sometime. I have it every day. You got to want a thing so that you will drive and you will go after it every day, even when you have to go by yourself. See, a lot of times we'll quit because we don't have nobody to ride with us. We'll quit because we don't have nobody to encourage us. But see, you have to encourage yourself. You have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to ride by yourself. Sometimes you have to go by yourself. And that's okay, because along the way, you'll find people that think the way you think. You'll find people that want what you want. You'll find people that like what you like. And it may be liking on a different level, but it give you enough encouragement to say, I can go after my dream. I can open my business. I can write my book. I can start my family. I can marry the love of my life. It'll give you the encouragement. It'll give you the encouragement to go because you see somebody else going. You don't have to be going where they going. You just see somebody going in the direction that they're going in, and they're heading in the same direction that you're going, and you wonder, I wonder where they're going, and they wonder where you're going. But see, when you sit somewhere, I've never seen anybody. Good morning, Regina. Thank you so much for joining. I don't see too many people around people that lose their mind. See, people may get on your nerves, but they don't make you lose your mind. But see, when people is in isolation, when they're sitting in dark places, they hear things that are not being said. They see things that are not there really to be seen. And they begin to, to talk to themselves. They begin to, and they begin to start losing their mind because they're isolated and they think that they can do something by themselves. But they're not doing anything but continuing to play that same old record, to play that same old story, to play that same old thing that got them to the place of depression, and it get worse. But see, when when you're around people that say you can do it, girl, you can do it, you got this, girl, you are doing it. Girl, you're moving and you're shaking and you're making some stuff happen. Man, you can do this. Good morning, Evangeline. Thank you so much for joining. You need to be around people that have more solutions than they do problems. When you're when you're around people that have more problems than they have solutions, you get tired. You get tired of every day that your day is cloudy. But see, your good days, they should outweigh your bad days. Your up days? Should I weigh your down days? And see, when you said, I've been here before, I've been down before, but I got up. I've been down before, but I got up. I've been out before, but I got back in. See, you got to be around people that's going to encourage you to get up. You can do it. You may not win this race in first place, but you don't have to lose because you didn't finish. Come on now, somebody. You don't have to lose because you didn't finish. I don't know what place you may come in, but you don't have to not be in the placement because you have sit there. You have given up. You got to be around people that say, you can do this. You can do this. This right here, you can do this. And see, sometimes you got to be that person to talk to yourself till you find those people. And you don't have to stay around people that keep on depleting you and draining from you and taking from you and disappointing you. You don't have to keep staying there figuring, well, since I don't have nobody, at least I got somebody. See, sometimes we will stay in dysfunction just to have somebody around us. We got somebody that's taken from us. We got somebody that don't believe in us. We got somebody that talk about us or talk down to us. We got somebody that have these different sorts of, you got all these things, and we figure, well, I'll just stay there because at least I got something. No, I don't want something. I want what I want. Come on now, somebody. Y'all not going to talk to me today. We have settled for something when it's not what you want. Why are we settling for what we don't want? So my question this morning is just why? 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 When you come with your first, why? Why do you want that? Why are you settling for that? And see, a lot of times we'll settle for what we have because we don't know how to get what we want. So we'll say, I'm good. You ain't good. You ain't good because you're good out in the streets, but you're not good in the sheets because see, at night you're up and at night you're crying, or at night you're asking God why. At night you're wondering why you're not farther than where you was because you said you was good in the daytime. You said you was good. It was the persona that you had to put on to people that they're not good. So why you gotta fake it? We don't have to fake it till we make it. We can make it because we want to get there. We're gonna take the action. We're gonna put in the work. We're gonna make the plan. We're gonna set the goal, and we're gonna do what we want to do. But see, a lot of us, we say, well, it's not gonna happen. It's too late. I done waited too long, and this ain't for everybody. The rich keep getting richer. See, you gotta stop talking that foolishness to yourself. You gotta tell yourself, I don't care come hell or high water. This thing, I'm gonna do it. I don't care if I have to go by myself. I'm gonna do it. I don't care who don't believe in me. I don't care what they say about me. I don't care what they think. I'm gonna do it. See, you gotta make it up in your mind that you want it bad enough that nothing and nobody can stop you. You got to make up in your mind that nothing and nobody can stop you, because who can be against you when God is for you? When you got the Lord on your side, you don't have to worry about nobody else. You don't have to worry about what they're saying. You don't have to worry about what they're doing, because your battle is already won. If you want to go to a place, you can go if it be the will of the Lord. He said that I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. So you got to mount up. You got to mount up with wings of eagles. You got to mount up and soar into the direction that you want to go. See, a lot of times we feel like if we don't have a crowd and if we don't have a cheerleading squad and we don't have an amen corner and we don't have no cliques and groups. See, sometimes you're set apart for a season as this. You may not have everybody. This is good to me this morning. You may not have everybody with you. Because how many times, a lot of people don't want to even see you make it. They don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you happy. Because if you have too many days where you're smiling, now you think you're more than you ought. But you ought to think something of yourself. People don't have much to say when you say it. When you don't have a smile, they don't have much to say. They don't have words of encouragement. They're going to tell you that they knew it wasn't going to work. They're going to tell you that they knew the marriage wasn't going to work, the relationship, the business wasn't going to work. They knew the endeavor wasn't going to work. They knew you wasn't going to make it. But when you smile too many times, now you think you're somebody. But see, they're not looking at all the things you put in. They're not looking at the sacrifices you made, the days you stayed up. They're not looking at the things that you lost and the people that walked away from you because they didn't support you. They didn't believe in you. And you decided, you said, you know what? Oh my God. You said, you know what? I'm going to have to do this thing anyway. Now, God, you know you know I need support. God, you know I need strength. God, you know I need to be encouraged. God, you know. See, you don't have to have days of pity. You don't have to have days of pity because, see, you thought that there was going to be some people that you've been with for a long time that was going to be with you forever, forever. But see, some of your forever people, they walking up out of your life because they do not understand why you move the way you move. They don't understand why you do what you do. They don't understand how you're able to go when you share be sit. Come on now, somebody. They do not understand. They don't see your sacrifice. They don't see the time. Y'all not going to talk to me today. They don't see the time that you up studying. They don't see the sacrifices that you made where you said, well, I'm not going to spend this on this. I'm going to put this in this class and I'm going to put this in this. You know, if I can just get there. If I can just get there. See, you got to have in your mind, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'm going to take the risk. If I can just touch the hem of his garment, I believe that I will be made whole. I believe, see, I don't have to be in the in crowd. I don't have to be in the front. I can be down on the bottom and I can be at the back. But if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. If I could just touch, if I could just touch, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. And see, you know, sometimes you have to take risks. You have to go into places. You have to go into places that you're not supposed to be in. You know, you're looking, you're not supposed to be out there. You're a risk. You're unclean. And if anybody, if I can just get there, if I can get there. See, if I can get there, see, when you think about if you can just get to a place that you need to be, God will fix the other stuff up. See, a lot of times we don't get the rest of the blessing because we don't go to the place. We don't get the rest of the blessing because we don't go to the place. Because, see, we're trying to wait on something to happen where we are. But where we are is not where it's going to happen. Oh, y'all not going to talk to me today. We're trying to get the rest of the blessing in the place that we were deceived. See, the blessing is on the other side. You're going to have to get up out your house. You're going to have to get from around them negative people. You're going to have to get from around people that don't believe in you and your dream. You're going to have to get from around people. And that's okay. Sometimes it feels like it's starting over. Oh, come on now, somebody. You're going to have to go to the place. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have, see, sometimes it feels like you're starting over. I told God, I said, this season, it feels like I'm in the wilderness. It feels like I'm in the wilderness. He said, that's okay. That's okay. It feels like you're in the wilderness. Sometimes you feel like you're all alone. Sometimes you feel like you don't have nobody, but you may not have no people, but you always have somebody. When you have the Lord living in you, you always got somebody. You may not have nobody audible in your ear, but you got the Spirit of the Lord that is resting, ruling, and reigning in you, leading and guiding and directing you. He is teaching you. He is strengthening you. He is comforting you. If you can just get there, if you can get to a place in your mind to say, Lord, I'll go wherever you tell me to go. I'll do what you tell me to do. I'll say what you have me to say. I just said, Lord, it's only you. You know, on Saturday, it was announced that, on Sunday, it was announced that I am now one of the MTI trainers for the Godhead Prayer Ministry nationwide. I said, Lord, that's a big assignment. That is, nationwide. That is a big assignment, God. I said, but God, you know that I'm willing. So you're going to have to help me. You're going to have to help me. To take on such an assignment like that. But see, sometimes you feel like you're isolated and you're taken and you're being pulled apart. But if you would just trust God. If you would just trust God, you're being separated for a reason. Because see, we think that we can do everything with everybody, trying to be everywhere. We're not omnipresent. We cannot be everywhere doing everything, trying to help everybody. And so sometimes God will cut some stuff out. You don't know why, but you don't question God. I don't question God. Whatever happens, happen. I said, you just trust God. And sometimes you don't understand. Sometimes, see, when you know, sometimes when the attacks come, you know you're heading in the right direction. Because see, the enemy is not going to lay down and let you be great. He's not going to say you're trying to get yourself together. He's not going to say you're trying to turn your life around. He's not going to say that you're trying to build and you're trying to do this and do the right thing. Do you know that you have things that come your way when you say, yes, Lord? Yes, Lord. So I want to know, why are you going after the things that you really don't want, that don't make you happy, it's not your passion, it's not your gift. You just doing it because you think that is what, people think that you should be doing. But that ain't going to get it. That is not going to get it. You're going to have people that's going to walk and talk. They're going to walk out your life and they're going to talk about you. Let them go. Good morning, Conway. Thank you so much for joining. Let them go, because sometimes we are trying to hold on to things that God has said, let go. I got something bigger and better for you. God, and I tell myself every day, I said, this God or something better. The desires that I have are something better. This God or something better. This God or something better. Stop settling for what you have when God has so much more for you. He has so much more for you. He has so much more for you. Sometimes we want this and he got that. Sometimes we want to do this thing and God got that thing. So sometimes you wonder why things are not moving when you think they should move, then how you think they should move. But God said, girl, I got a bigger plan for you. I got a bigger plan for you. He said, I got a bigger plan for you. When I say productive, and I promise you, my plate is running over. And I'm talking about in a good way. I'm on a national prayer team. I'm one of the national coordinators for that team. I didn't say, I'm not saying, for just one location, not just for, one church, not just for one city, not just for one state, but I'm on a national prayer team. One of the national coordinators, and again, was just promoted on this Sunday to be one of the MTI trainers for a national teaching. And the coordinator for state of Arkansas. My plate is full. I promise you it's full. My business is running over. But it's because, I've made up my mind. I said, God, I'll lose everything. I'll lose everything. I'll do what you tell me to do. And when we surrender ourselves to God, people will think you crazy because you're not entertaining their foolishness. I may not have time to entertain everything that you have going on. But see, one thing about it, when you connect with me, I'm for real. I don't have to do everything for people to see me, and I don't have to have bright lights shining on me, and I don't have to have everybody know every move that I'm making, because when I say yes, it's a yes. But one thing I'm not going to do, I don't compete. I don't have to compete, because see, I don't have to be in competition with nobody. The only person that I compete against is the person that I was on yesterday. So I'm not going to try to comment more than you comment. I'm not going to try to hit like more than you hit like. I'm not going to try to show up more than you show up. I am going to do the assignment and I'm going to move out the way. All the rest, if that's not my assignment, and if that's not what I'm with, that's just not what I'm with. And if I'm not accepted for that, I got to go. I got to go. But see, sometimes we feel like we got to do it because everybody else is doing it. We feel like that if I don't do this as much as them, and then they're going to think I'm not this. Think what you want to think. But I'm going to tell you this. God don't bless no mess. God do not bless no mess. And we can hide from man. We can hide from people, but you can't hide from God. I can't hide from God. You can't hide from God. God knows our motives. God knows our thoughts. God knows our hearts. And so I'm sorry if I'm not pleasing to you individually. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. There's a work to do. There is a work to do. We have a work to do. I'm getting ready to get out of here. But don't just sit back because what you're settled. Because don't just sit back because the first thing that you reach to is easy. Nothing easy most of the time is worth having. But you make the sacrifice, God would open up doors. God would make ways. God would blow your mind beyond your imagination more than you can ask or think of. I didn't ask for that. Didn't even know it was coming. When I heard the announcement from the apostle, it was as much news to me as it was to everybody else on that call. I was like, wow, God is so good. Wow. But when you are willing, God will put you in places that you never dreamed of. And I don't take the assignment lightly. I don't. And I know I can't do it. He is going to have to do it through me, but I'm willing. So I'm willing. Yes, thank you so much for sharing that, D. So look, I got two things that I want to share with you if you are not a part of the Empowering 8. And I want to celebrate. Can you celebrate with me today? Today marks the 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much, Nikita. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of Empowering 8 Inner Circle. I am so excited. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of the Empowering 8 Inner Circle. And we're starting up Empowering 8 Inner Circle the first Thursday in August. If you have not, thank you so much, D. Thank you so much, D. If you are not a part of the Empowering 8 Inner Circle, you want to join. You want to join the Empowering 8 Inner Circle. Today marks 1 year of the Empowering 8 Inner Circle. And then the second thing, if you have not registered for the 3Ds that made a difference workshop on this Saturday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., you don't want to miss it. Go ahead and register. It's only $17. $17. Register, send it to Cash App, Action Speaks, so I can get you your pre-workbook out. Today is Thursday. What are you waiting on? Come on and get registered. Thank you so much, Evangeline. I appreciate it. Happy anniversary to the Empowering 8 Inner Circle. Super excited. Today is our birthday. Empowering 8 Inner Circle. 1 year. 1 year. Super excited. So register for the class. My prayer is to have 20. I need 20 people on the 3Ds that made a different workshop. $17. We spend $17 at Wendy's, Burger King, somewhere. But just register. Just register. And if the $17 is a problem, reach out to me. I want you to be there. Reach out to me. I will sponsor a few people. Reach out to me. Don't let $17 stop you from making a decision. So look, Action Speaks. Action Speaks is the Cash App. Send your $17. Let's get connected. When you send the $17, inbox me your email so I can send you your pre-workbook. I'm super excited. Looking forward to see you. I want to register. Let's get registered. Nikita, connect with me right after this call. Connect with me right after this call. But registration is $17 at Action Speaks. Action Speaks. I want you to be a part of the Empowering 8, and I want you to be on this workshop. Look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. God bless you, and I pray that you have an amazing day. Bye.